DK Drama, Bird Gang Sports. You already know what it is. You know what we here to do. We got a lot to discuss, baby. And today, we want to talk about how, some players find it very disrespectful that, the NFL is basically starting training camp on the 28th of this month. And in particular, I'm speaking on Malik Jackson. He doesn't really find it, well, he finds it utterly disrespectful that, the NFL wants to go ahead and go forward and start the training camp process, being that, the coronavirus is, the outbreak of the coronavirus is essentially getting worse from where we left off when we were in all of those stages in all of those states. But being that, a lot of these states are opening things back up, the virus is just, the outbreak is spread it even more. And to be honest with you, I actually know somebody personal that, they just recently, I found out yesterday that they passed away due to the coronavirus. So RIP to them, man. It is very sad to see that, a virus that's, similar, that you can catch that's in similar ways as you can catch the flu, but this virus, they have no vaccine for. They have no way of really, stopping it, especially for people with underlying diseases. So, we do have to be very cautious of like what we do in our whereabouts and, how close we really been to certain individuals, because the simple fact that it may not hurt us because we could be stronger and we could really take a lot of that and we could fight it and very well may not even know we even had it. But it's not, at the same time, when you dealing with, the younger groups of people, they're fearless. So they feel like they can fight it. But it's really not about them for real. If you can fight it, then it's not about you. It's about, your grandmas and grandfathers, moms and dads and people like that, or people with underlying sicknesses, that really can't fight it. They need aid to help fight off like common colds and, the little stuff. So something like this can really take somebody out. But Malik Jackson feels like, they shouldn't do this. And he feels like, it's a shame that in order for us to feed our families, we have to go do what we do, and that is play football. It's either play football or not put food on the table. We starve. So they put in a situation where it's like, what do we do? What do we do? Like, what can you really do if they're going to open up training camp on the 28th? Can you hold out? Is it a way they could possibly just hold out and say, I'm not doing that because of my health? I'm worried about my health. Like Malik said, like, I can't pass rush from 6 feet away. I can't make a tackle from 6 feet away, which is very understandable. I did see the NFL say something about, they was talking about making everyone wear a face shield. But what good is that when people are sweating? If you look at any of the games, like first quarter, you'll catch guys with blood all on their pads, pause, on their shoulder pads. They have blood everywhere and stuff like that. But so that lets you know that, the contact is going from one to the next, just like that. And that's showing you with blood, something that's visible. When you can't see something like the coronavirus, you can almost bet in them trenches, it is floating all the way through there. All the way through there. Because the aggressiveness of the guys in the trenches, and, they always in each other's face every play, every single play. It is no doubt about it. They're going to be in each other's face. Possibly, somebody hand could, like kind of trying to block up. Your hand can slip up and go under somebody's face mask accidentally. That's not legal, but accidentally those type of things happen. And then the next play, you make a big play. Just say you make a big play and then your teammates come over, y'all want to high five with the same exact hand that went up into old boy's face. So it's just a lot of things you got to look at. And then you have to look at the safety of these guys because people are dying. And it'll be sad to see, some of these guys go because, well, not even because of the virus, but just to see them go for something that we could have avoided the whole time anyways. Now I want football to come back. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm 100% not against the start of football coming back because of the simple fact that I fiend for this team so much, and I gotta see these guys on the field, man. Like whether it's the practice field or whatever, I just gotta see them out there doing what they do. The old videos are old videos. Like I don't want to go back and look at that. I want to see what they're doing with the new pieces that we got now. But then at the same time, I have to respect where Malik is coming from because lives are at stake. People's lives are at jeopardy. And not only the football players, the families of them are at jeopardy too because they can bring it home, man. So I'm puzzled. I really would like to know what y'all think. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. But I really would like to know what y'all think. Like, what can the NFL do besides not having fans in the crowd? Because as of right now, that idea alone just basically tells me that they are trying to protect the fans and lawsuits. Like, what are we gonna do about the players and all of this contact? And spit, sweat, everything flies in football, man. Including blood, everything flies in football. So it's just hard to tell exactly what we can do to make sure these guys stay safe, man. But I would like to see some of y'all ideas. You never know who's looking at some of these videos and trying to, gather some ideas. So go ahead and place what you feel because, some of y'all might got some master plans that we need to hear about. And I definitely would like to hear about it because if it's great ideas in these comments, that just helped me promote this video even more to try to get it to the right people, to try to help the NFL out and make sure we still have a season. But other than that, man, that's just all I wanted to talk about. I understand where Malik Jackson is coming from. And on the other side, I understand where like all the football heads and the NFL is coming from. The NFL wants to keep the money going because the economy will get like shattered. A lot of these other businesses will be closing down because you got to think small businesses, they thrive off of us. They really do thrive off of us. These bigger businesses, they can go a day or two with like slow business and stuff like that. But like these small businesses, they thrive off of us. And America really thrives off of small business owners because it's a lot of us. It's a lot of us out here. So that's just my take on this whole situation with Malik, man. And I just hope they figure out something because I want football, man. Me personally, I want football. I like to talk my trash, and I like to see my guys get out there and do what they got to do. And then after a draft every season, it's like you a kid in the candy store. You want to see what these pieces are going to do. And I seen Joey Shake said Jalen Reagor's post talking about, Quez Walker's talking about like my guy, that's my guy. And that chemistry right there, because a lot of y'all don't know. Go look at Jalen Reagor's yards after catch. And then check out CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is why Dallas picked him, the yards after catch. What he do after he catch the ball. And then you go look at Jalen Reagor's, what he do after he catches the ball. The similarities are there. I'm not saying that he's like on the level of CeeDee Lamb, but the similarities are there. And Jalen Reagor, for one thing I do know, he can jump out the roof. If he was in the gym, he's jumping out the gym. If he playing ball, he's jumping out the gym. That's the upper hand we got on this little man because he'll be underestimated in certain situations. And then that's where those guys will, it'll bite him in the ass, for real. But yeah, y'all let me know down below what y'all think the NFL should do as far as keeping the players safe and still having a season this year. I really would like to know. But that's all I really got for y'all right now. I may drop something later on today, who knows. But depending on whatever come out, if any news come out or whatever, I'll be back. But other than that, this your boy DK Drama, Bird Gang Sports, and I'm out.